my name is Max.
And I'm Calvin.
And we're hosting So You Wanna Be a... Over the last 2 weeks, we've talked about what entrepreneurs are.
And how they turn ideas into businesses.
But this week, we're talking about what it's really like to be an entrepreneur.
The exciting parts. And the difficult parts too.
So, what does everyday life actually look like for an entrepreneur?
Honestly, every day can look really different.
Some days they're solving problems or creating new ideas.
Other days they're fixing things that went completely wrong.
Do entrepreneurs work a lot?
Usually, yes, especially when they're first starting a business.
Because there's always something to do.
Emails, meetings, products, and customers. It adds up fast.
So entrepreneurship isn't just becoming rich overnight.
Definitely not.
Movies sometimes make it seem super easy.
But really, businesses usually take years to build.
Alright, let's do some awesome entrepreneur facts.
Alright, let's do the first one.
Walt Disney was once told he lacked imagination.
Which is honestly hard to believe now.
Especially considering what he created later.
That's crazy. What else?
Colonel Sanders was rejected over 1,000 times before someone agreed to use his chicken recipe.
Over 1,000?
Yeah, most people would have quit way earlier.
That's actually really motivating. What else?
Some entrepreneurs start businesses while still working on regular jobs.
So they build their business at night or on weekends.
Exactly. A lot of businesses begin as side projects.
Let's do another one.
Some entrepreneurs lose money before they ever even make money.
Wait, really?
Yeah, starting a business can be risky sometimes.
That sounds stressful.
It definitely can be.
Especially when you don't know if something will work or not.
Which is why entrepreneurship takes courage too.
Okay, one more.
A lot of entrepreneurs say that the best part of building something is that it helps people.
So it's not just about making money.
No, many entrepreneurs love creating things people enjoy using.
What is the hardest part of being an entrepreneur?
Probably uncertainty.
What does uncertainty mean?
It means that you don't always know what's going to happen.
Sometimes things work, and sometimes they don't.
Exactly.
That would honestly be hard sometimes.
Yeah, because there's no guarantee something will succeed.
Do entrepreneurs ever feel nervous?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah, even successful entrepreneurs still worry about making good decisions.
That actually makes sense.
Because when you run a business, people depend on you.
Like employees and customers?
Exactly.
What are the best parts of being an entrepreneur?
Creativity and freedom, in my opinion.
Because you get to build your own ideas.
And work on things you care about.
I feel like it would also feel really cool seeing people use something you created.
Definitely.
Like walking in a store and seeing your product there someday.
Or seeing people enjoy something you built.
Do entrepreneurs usually work with a team?
A lot of them do.
Because businesses eventually get too big for one person.
Right, because teamwork becomes really important.
So entrepreneurs aren't just inventors.
No, they lead teams and make decisions.
Which honestly sounds difficult.
And it can be sometimes.
What skills make someone a great entrepreneur?
Creativity and problem solving.
Persistence, because things get hard.
Communication, because teamwork matters.
And courage, because starting something new can feel risky.
Do entrepreneurs always succeed right away?
Almost never.
So failure is just kind of part of the process.
Yep, most entrepreneurs fail at something eventually.
But good entrepreneurs keep learning from their mistakes and keep going.
Exactly.
Which might be one of the biggest lessons in the whole series.
Probably.
So entrepreneurship is really about building something meaningful that people can use.
Exactly.
Even if it starts really small.
Some of the biggest companies in the world started with one simple idea.
Being an entrepreneur sounds really exciting, but also hard.
Yeah, but for people who love creating things, it can be really rewarding.
You get to solve problems and build something from nothing.
Which is pretty amazing.
Alright, that's it for our entrepreneurship series on So You Wanna Be a.
We hope you have fun learning about what it's like to be an entrepreneur and how businesses get started.
And maybe even get inspired to create something yourself someday.
And if you want your name and the job you want to be when you grow up featured in one of our episodes, head to maxandcalvin.studio.
Thank you, goodbye.